Good morning. I'm Tom DeLuca, Managing Director and Co-founder of Advanced Merchant Payments, and this is James Lloyd, our Head of Product. We're here today to demonstrate an opportunity for banks in both developed and emerging economies to offer loans on an unsecured basis to small businesses within their portfolios in a manner that is both highly profitable and low risk. So what is the problem that we seek to fix? We seek to address the issue of what is called the missing middle. That is, those small business customers that exist within the bank's databases because they have accounts, whether it's a merchant account, bank account or so, but for one reason or another are not eligible or are not appropriate for the existing bank lending products. We believe that banks have within their system sufficient information that utilizing our platform would permit these banks to tap into those small business customers with profitable lending. So who are we to make this claim? Well, we've eaten our own dog food, as the phrase goes, by putting our own money at risk. As a licensed lender in Hong Kong, the Philippines, and here in Singapore, where we've recently been issued a patent, we have issued more than 25 million US dollars in loans, roughly $30,000 in average size. We've achieved on our portfolio a net effective rate in excess of 50%, 50%, whilst achieving a default loss of well below 3%. During this period of time, we've achieved over 100,000 loan days of operation and roughly 65,000 repayment events. Now, the data and information from these activities has helped us to further refine our systems and incrementally continue to improve our predictive capabilities and our ability to manage the risk on the portfolios. Now, with that, I'd like to turn it over to my colleague James, who will demonstrate the loan origination component of our platform.
Okay, thanks, Tom. I've just signed into our loan origination and portfolio management platform in the role of an AMP program manager, which means I have user permission to view all applications within a particular program. Now, in this demo, the program is that of a fictional bank in the Philippines. But as you can see, the sample portfolio contains a number of different types of merchants. Indeed, AMP's platform supports over 80 distinct types of businesses as classified by merchant category code. In addition, our platform can utilize any loan tenor or repayment schedule, including daily, bank daily, weekly, and so on. Meanwhile, the program workflow and user-level access rights determine the status of an application at any given time. Now, today's demo concerns an individual loan application, but batch file uploads are also possible, allowing for speedy pre-qualification of small businesses. Right now, I'm going to quickly review an individual application that has already been filed by a loan officer. Okay, so in this example, the merchant has requested 1.5 million pesos, or about 35,000 US, so as to fund the expansion of their current premises. The requested loan tenor, as you see, is 180 days, and the repayment schedule is each banking day. This demo is being performed using the anonymized data of a real AMP client. In other words, a restaurant situated in the heart of Manila, which has been operating for just over 7 years. The restaurant accepts credit cards, and the owner deposits cash in the business bank account almost every day. In other words, this merchant is known to the banks, but has been unable to secure a small business loan. The application screen gives you a sense of some of the information captured, much of it already stored within the bank systems. AMP can either draw on such data directly via batch upload or other transfer, or indeed extract it from supporting documentation. AMP also accesses additional complementary data, such as social or macro indicators, while at the same time leveraging external data verification processes. The majority of these variables have weightings associated with them, and these weightings can be easily configured by program or product in line with a bank's risk appetite. Okay, so next we see the data relating to the financial health of the business, specifically some summary level information relating to cash flow, card and non-card payments, costs, and loan history. Again, the underlying data is already available within the bank, typically spread across the merchant accounting and core banking systems. AMP's platform is designed to merge that raw data and analyze it in a meaningful way. In effect, our solution utilizes existing communication methods to bridge the divide between the merchant acquiring and business lending activities of a bank without the costs and difficulties inherent in formal bank system integration. Though you can't see it here, there's quite a lot of sophisticated data analysis underpinning these summary results. While we don't have time to get into it now, suffice to say the outputs of these calculations that really drive the platform decision making. The key in all this is to identify a loan amount that the merchant can afford to repay based upon that detailed analysis. Okay, so with that, we see that this merchant has been approved for a loan of 1.25 million pesos in line with our detailed risk assessment. Again, this underlying risk matrix is fully configurable by program or product. The next step would be to set up the loan for dispersal, and for that, AMP's platform generates a payment instruction to the bank using the bank's preferred format. The bank then authorizes that transfer, and the loan is dispersed. Using dual authorization and a dedicated management account ensures the bank maintains complete control over the disbursement of monies. And with that, I'll hand you back to Tom.
Thanks, James. So this is how we originate a loan, but you will recall that I indicated that we have both a loan origination and portfolio management platform. In many ways, the secret sauce to our system is the ability to actively manage the risk and repayment on the loan on a daily basis relative to other loans in the portfolio. Now, that's a process that's rather difficult to demonstrate, given that's a 180-day term. But what I can show you is the merchant statement that would indicate this is the final summary statement. And we just kind of go through it very quickly to indicate some of the activity that's on there. What you will see is that it's very complicated, principally because it has to be done correctly every day before the bank's cutoff batch timeframes, typically 4 or 5 p.m. But done correctly, it provides the lender an effective way to manage the portfolio, to touch base with that client every day, to touch on the health of that particular client and the overall portfolio. So in conclusion, I hope this demonstrates for you the opportunity we present for banks in both developed and emerging economies to lend profitably to small business clients. We seek opportunities to work with banks, whether on a private label, white processing basis, whether in a channel partnership basis, or risk sharing arrangement. So please come and see us after the demonstration or reach out to us by phone or email. Thank you.